Fancy meeting you here. It's Nels, Daily Driver Dreamer. I don't know if this is ever going to make it to a video, but we're not working on the daily driver of my dreams. We're working on the fiance's Ford Focus 2011. She's actually got a new AC compressor, new clutch, but turns out, even though those went bad, the evaporator core way back down in there also is leaking and is apparently a very notorious issue with these Ford Focuses. So after several iterations, I did the clutch and then I did the compressor and all that fun stuff, I discovered the leak. And so we're gonna try and tackle that today. Basically, what I gotta get done is get the car in the air, clear some room in the garage, and got to get the seats out. I've got the shifter all the way back so that I can get the center console out. So I got to get seats out, center console out, all the radio, all the trim. I think basically the entire dash has to come out to get to the evaporator in the back side there. It's very annoying, but I'm gonna try and get some clips along the way, and we'll update you in a bit. Maybe get some head cam, maybe get some other shots, getting everything taken apart. All right, grab the Milwaukee. Got to get the seats out so we can basically get the center console out. It's a 15. I'm gonna do this first, just to kind of get everything out of the way. And then eventually I'll probably just disconnect the battery so I can do airbag stuff. One nut, one bolt. This is just 2 little clips. Just pop that bad boy right up. Should be able to move this forward. Oh, I can actually reach it from here. I gotta move forward. Jump in the back. This one's, come look down here, this one's kind of tucked right along the side. So you may have to use a wrench, but if you've got this particular Milwaukee, you should get to it. The bigger guns may not work. Okay, got all the bolts out. Gotta move the chair back. I'm gonna try and do the slider and then tilt it so you can see the plug down here. Gotta come in here. Can you see that okay? Let me grab a light real quick. Hopefully. This will give you can you see it? Yep. Can you see the bottom here? Okay, yeah. So on the back side here, there's a little kind of a, you can push it in and then just flip this guy back and that disconnects. And that's how you get these chairs out. Super simple, cool. All right, now we gotta do the other one. I'll get right back to you when that's done. All right, got the other chair out. This is the best opportunity you're ever gonna have to clean the dog hair, the McDonald's fries, whatever you got. Clean it up. There are 4 bolts holding on the center console. I'm gonna go ahead and get those out. You can probably use your nail or a screw stick. Love these Huskies. Say it in almost every video. Just pop that guy out. And this is a 7. If I knew how to use an adapter. Pop that guy off real quick. Like I said, there's 4 bolts. I don't know if this had a cover on the back side here, but I know the other 2 Or the other one on the other side doesn't have a cover either, so I'm thinking maybe it's only these front two. Pop the center console. Oh, this is gonna be annoying. So I believe you gotta drop this guy.
029 now.
I believe you gotta drop this guy back. Alright. Pull that e-brake. So I think this guy's gotta come up. Just pry from the back here. And all this should just pop out. What I'm seeing, reading, hearing. Yeah, okay. See if I can pull this boot over the front. Leave the handle there. Not as easy as it sounds. There we go. Okay. Finagle that guy. Jesus. You gotta pull that thing way up. Okay. And we've got all the LEDs attached right here on the plug. Just push from the bottom of the clip. Hopefully you can see that. Do that bad boy. And out she comes. Yeah, you gotta yank this guy way up. E-brake way up. So now we've got, I gotta get my extension and a different bolt. There's some, oh no, it's still the same 7s. Okay, so you got one little one way back here. All right, got my flashlight. So these two back down there, I think you can see it. It's the same huge bolt. We got one on each side, and then the center console should be able to just wiggle out. I might have to disconnect a plug or two, but I'll let you know in just a second. All right. Pretty sure I can take that away. Let's wiggle this guy out. Looks like we've got a little bit of a clip right here on the bottom. How's that coming out? I think it's just a push clip. So one on that side. Yeah, it's just one of those ridgy guys. Same on the other side, I'm assuming. There's actually two on that side. And out she comes, hopefully. Nope. Okay. This little plug right here, can y'all see? That guy right there. He's attached to the harness. It runs along here for all these little LEDs. Attaches right there. So just push in that clip, pull up, and then you can get the whole thing out. fish out all your lost goodies. Bolt. Bolt. So I've got a bunch of stuff out. We actually have to remove the shifter and disconnect the arm here and the shifter cable from the bracket. There's 4 10 mils, 2 on the other side as well. First, I'm gonna go ahead and disarm the airbag system. So you gotta pop this little cover off down here. Just get it out of the way. And the fuse panel is like right in here. There's a clip on each side. Cut that straight down. So you just squeeze those guys, pops out. So if you look, that's upside down. I think it was number 10. Let me double check that real quick. But we have to pull the airbag fuse and then check on the instrument cluster that it is actually disconnected. So let me verify that real quick. I'll pull the fuse. I'll show you which one it is on here. Should be a 10 amp, but let me double check that, and I'll show you on the dash. So you can probably see the fuse panel in here, and if you look at the cover, it is upside down, but number 32 is right here. So we have to find that 10 amp fuse. So we got 3 sideways, 2 vertical, so up and over a little bit. So I need, so it looks like right above the relay, yeah, so right above the big square relay is a 10 amp red fuse right next to the blue 15, and we're gonna pull that guy. I'm gonna see if I can get that. This guy right here. All right, and I don't know if you can see that. The one missing now is the one you need to pull, number 32. And now, what we have to do is plug our keys back in, and this should turn on the airbag light and stay on here in just a second. Okay, so it should just stay on now. We'll give that 15-20 seconds just to make sure. Yeah, so that should mean that the airbag system is essentially disabled, disconnected. And now we can pull this, get back to work. So I'll go ahead and grab my 10 mil and we'll get this disconnected. First, I guess you can start, since it's still connected here. So on the back side is your, well here, get this guy out of the way. This just lifts up. Course. Come on. Come on. Alright, he's out of the way. So on the back side here, the shifter cable just has 2 little clips on the side. You squeeze those guys in and then wiggle that up. And then if you look in the side here, down, down, down. So right here is the shifter cable. You can come in from the back side here. You should just be able to press out. You may have to get some extra leverage on it. Yep, she's on there. There we go. And your shifter cable is disconnected. So now we'll do the 4 bolts. We also have to do the harness. So I grabbed my clip puller. We got to get the harness disconnected. So you've got to do all these guys. Worth the $7 or $8. Gotta disconnect him. And I think there's another one. Oh yeah, on the other side here. This guy. All right, and I think that's it. I'll update you in a second when I grab my 10 mil. we're back. Little Band-Aid intermission, little cleaning intermission. Just hit it with a shop vac real quick. Grabbed my T30 Torx, it was T30. Lost my quarter drive adapter. Grab some Monster. Absolutely necessary. All right, pop that guy off. T30 on. Torx. Oh, I did already go into the engine bay and remove the negative terminal. It is a 10 mil, kind of a side bolt thing, and then pop that bad boy off so that nothing else has power. Better done. Yep, down to 2. Okay, just the 3. This guy, I believe, is it's like a weird lift. Yeah, so you just pry back, push. This guy is just a standard clip and pull. And then this guy on the side, if you can get something in the front here, you can do it. I think you're supposed to be able to do it from the top there, but that's probably easier. Okay, so got all those undone. I don't know if you saw that. So this little tab guy right there is on the inside. So you just use something to poke it and pull up. And off she comes. Oh, grease. Lovely. Oh, e-brake. Yeah. All right, and more Monster. Necessary. Okay, so you have to get all these harnesses out of the way because they come out with the dash. So this one and that goes out of the way. Okay, so these are all connected. These two were on the shifter assembly, and so we'll pop this guy off and I think the other clip under here. Just use your green guy, or blue, or red, or Snap-on, or Matco, or Harbor Freight, AutoZone, whatever. Pop all these guys off. Okay, so this harness is going to come with the dash. Next, we have to do, I believe this is a 10 mil, so you got to take these 2 support brackets off, and you just do the 3 10 mil bolts, pull them out, and you got to kind of slide it up. There's a little bit of a tab right here on the side, so you've got to slide it up. Oops, I'm blocking the light. You got to slide the bracket up to get it off. So we're gonna take those guys off. Let's grab our 10 mil. Oops. Shorter. Out, slide up, pull off. All right, went over to the other side. Grab your trim tool. This guy has a little clip. You just got to pop him off, and then move it out of the way a little bit. Up and out. All right, so brackets are clear. We'll go put those off to the side. And I gotta go do the bolt underneath the steering column. All right, way down in here. It's probably easier with a ratcheting wrench. Yep, for sure. 10 mil. sides. Feels loose enough. Yeah. All right, remember guys, from this point on, don't turn the wheel. It should slide up and off. Dingle dingle. You know what it is. Monster brake. Okay. Got all the center out, harness free, shifter cable. And now we got to pull this guy to get the rubber trim out of the way, both sides. I think it's just a couple of clips. Wiggle this down, okay. Sweet. 3 clips. Move that guy. We also have to pull this trim because there's another 1 or 2 harnesses, I think, on both sides. So you need flathead. There's this little clip. You gotta twist it out, but like gently. It's one of those guys. It's not a screw, but it'll like slowly come out. You gotta be careful. There we go. Okay. So it's like a screw, but you can easily push it back in. So get that guy out and you can pull the trim. Ooh, pull the trim. You don't have to pull it all the way out. I would just kind of get it to the top of the door there and let it dangle. Just so you don't lose the positioning and everything. And this guy, I believe, is a clip. If I'm not mistaken. Yep. Kind of just a little push-in clip here and push out there. I think there's one more back here. One of those twisty guys. Nice and slow. I hate flatheads. Anybody else with me on that? Flatheads are made by the devil. Should have done this before. Come on. Like, what is this for? Way. My guess is there's a clip back there and a harness. So the tab is on the inside here, so you have to squeeze from this top part. So disconnect that guy. Get rid of more trim. All right, and these harnesses on the side here. So this is going to be like all your door controls and all that. I want to say. Yep, looks like we got to do all 3. Lovely. And this ground strap is in the harness. So we'll pull this ground strap, pull these 3 plugs, start from the outside. All right, because the clip is on the outside here. This frees up this one. This frees up this one. And then let's grab 8mm. And I'm actually going to put this bolt back in where it went so that don't lose it and don't forget it. Hopefully. All right, same thing on the other side. So this will all go up with the dash. So let's go to the other side. Okay. 3 clips. So we've got our flathead. Let's go ahead and get this guy started. Pop it out. Okay. We're just gonna go ham. Yeah. Those 2 guys are gone. So should just pop up from the door side and out. Yeah. Freedom! Okay. Looks like more plugs, same deal. And I believe maybe a ground harness. We'll see. I'm gonna get what the random tape doing here. Okay, so we gotta work from the back side here now, this time. So do that. Clear that plug. Clear that plug. That plug. Okay. And alright, so this guy, this yellow guy is in the harness as well. And I believe this ground, okay, so yeah, the ground's gotta come off. Go ahead and do that. Try not to lose the bolt. Move the grounds out of the way. And back. Alright, this guy has got to disconnect. Let's see. Squeeze, pull. And this guy, I don't even know what this is. I assume it disconnects. Absolutely no idea how. Oh, cool. Pull down and it releases. This may be, I'm assuming radio antenna goes all the way back to the back of the car. Oh, that might be defrost or something. I don't know. Okay, so that whole harness is freed up. This guy's just chilling. It looks like he's attached to another harness. So yeah, got everything disconnected from there. All right, all those run done. Continuing with other large master plugs under the dash. One, I believe, is back behind here. You don't have to completely remove this, but you can just push this guy in and it'll drop down, give you access to this monster right here. And it's one of those push the tab, or actually pull the little tab from here, flip forward, disconnects. Yank. Okay, cool. We can put the glove box back. And under here, we've got one to unplug from the blower, push clip, and you gotta pop that guy off, grab your clip puller. And pop that guy off. He'll come with the rest of it. Jesus Christ. There we go. Okay. Yeah, so he's connected over here. So got the master under here, the blower motor, and we'll go to the other side. We got several more. Up under here, and got this little guy. It's probably easiest if you press the little tab, flip up, pop that guy off. There's a big one up under here. So this guy, another one of those flip forward ones, so you gotta do, I think it's got the little tab. I can't actually see it, so I'm just guessing right now. You're gonna come in here and pry. No? Yeah, there we go. Screw it. That works. All right, pop that guy off. We've got all these guys under here. Big red. Slide down. Pull. Slide down to it opens up the little clip. So So get that guy out of the way. This guy is just a lever, and then you just pull down on that guy, and then he pops out. Okay. Then we got another one of these with a little push in and flip. Okay, push in the little tab on the front. Oh, we got a zip tie in the front, and flip it over. All right. And then this guy, standard clip. Okay. And I believe that's actually it. I don't think you have to take these two out, if I'm not mistaken, because these go back to the front of the car. Continuing where we left off, one more plug, the brake pedal position sensor, and I want to say the OBD, because they're both connected. So just a squeeze on the outside here and pull. And then we got to take off the hood latch as well. That is, I believe, an 8mm just on the back side here. There's a bolt right here. Gotta get in there. Okay, get that guy off. I'm gonna leave him back in the dash just so I don't lose that one bolt. I believe it slides down and out. Yep, down and out. So you got those little tabs, they slide in, and then you got the bolt. So I'll put him back just so I don't lose him. All right, we got a couple more steps. All the plugs are undone. You've got 3 bolts along the side. Just pop this trim piece off somehow. That's annoying. There we go. Okay. One clip, it looks like, comes out from there. You will have to remove the A-pillars, so you can go ahead and do that real quick. Oh, didn't make that easy, did it? There we go. Okay, that's 2 clips and pull up from the bottom. I lost one of the guys. Where'd you come from? Oh, that's a weird clip. I'll figure that out in a minute. Okay, and then so we've got 1, 2, 3 on both sides. There's one dead center in over there. I'll show you probably from the outside on that. You're gonna have to use a swivel. I believe these are all 10 mils. And then there's this one sneaky boy right here. That is way deep down in there. You probably won't be able to see him at all. Yeah, one boy way back down in there. So we're gonna start with him. We'll go to the top and then we'll do the 3 sides and then this whole dash will come out. Okay, let's do that. 10 mil stubby socket or stubby extension. I'm hoping it's 10 mil. Alright, that guy will fit in there. Okay. And then I'm probably just going to be able to do that by hand, it feels like. Yep. Okay, get it started, work it out by hand. That is going to be an absolute nightmare to restab when putting this back together. Come on. It's definitely out. It's kind of just sitting there on the edge. All right, now 10 mil. I'm actually going to leave the top one on both sides, but I'm just going to do these while I'm over here. Other side. And up from the bottom. Come on, now you wanna. Woo. Okay. Let that little clip go. There it is. And that. A little side trim. And 3 bolts. Break them loose. Went ahead and grabbed my 3/8 swivel for the one back in the center there, and we're gonna attempt to open that up. It's very difficult to get up under here. Okay. Now, we gotta get that bolt out. All right, I've got a number 8, a stubby like 3-inch extension, swivel, long extension, ratchet. What a nightmare. It is very hard to get on the bolt. Now, I'm just gonna whack the window 18 times, I'm sure. All right, it's loose. Hopefully I can do it by hand. I think I slipped off. It's still coming. Couldn't tell from the steaming windshield and sweaty arms and hands. It's like 180% humidity here. And it's quite miserable. Okay. I'm hoping that's all the way out. It is not, but I think I can get it with just the extension now. Well, he's loose. The devil bolt is loose. Ah! I'm tempted to leave this out when I put it back together. All right, I got the top 2 bolts, one on each side, and this dash is ready to come out. Actually, first we are going to just kind of disconnect and move the e-brake handle out of the way because it's currently sitting tall. So we're gonna unbolt the bolts. We're gonna lay a blanket down so in case I need to disconnect something from the back. I believe I got everything, but just in case, I want to be able to set it down right here to kind of protect everything, and then we'll pull it out the driver's door, hopefully. Let me grab a 10 mil real quick. down here out of the way. And, oh my Jesus. I'm going to go ahead and put this under here or around here. There we go. Okay. We got you set up in the back seat. Let me take off these last two 10 mils. Hopefully. Ooh, she's singing. You better not just flop on me. I think we're okay. Well, that bolt's gone. We won't worry about that. And moss. Okay. Got that guy. All right, everything is out. We're gonna just kind of pick her up, wiggle it forward, and then it's all gonna come out my way, hopefully. All right, it's gonna be heavy. You got an airbag and everything. Wiggle.
I'm out.
Yeah, keep pulling. Keep pulling. Pick it up. Lift up, lift up, lift up. Lift up.
Oh, it is heavy. It felt like there was liquid in it. Oh.
I think everything's disconnected. I think I'm just catching on the carpet down here. Should still be okay. My harness is clear. Everything's disconnected.
Yep, I'm fully disconnected.
Oh, I do have one thing connected underneath. Figure out what that is. Oh, okay.
I got it.
Okay. The throttle pedal, didn't even notice it has a black plug on it as well, throttle position sensor. Do not forget that, like I did. Voila. Quick, easy clip. Okay. I see nothing else. I think we're clear. Round two. Okay. Up and out. Okay. And
Do you want me to walk through the car or
if
what?
you don't mind.
Yeah, I can try.
Yep. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Oh.
Woo! Okay, that sucked. It's pretty heavy. It's probably 100, 150 pounds. Now, the evaporator is all the way at the front, of course. So we got to take this box out. There's some, I believe, nuts on some studs that go through the firewall from in the engine bay. We'll do that. Got to pull off the blower, I believe. Pull off all this sound deadening, get it out of the way to get to the evaporator. All right, let's do that. Well, let me show you the aftermath. So, all the plugs, harnesses, everything comes out clear. Yeah, so those guys were good. All those, sweet. This is the plug that I forgot earlier, so don't do that. All right, I'm gonna get way up in the air now. Of course, my jacks are way back there. Yay. Are these the ones that'll kill me from Harbor Freight? Grab a couple jacks.
Use the other ones.
Oh, that's fine. Alright. Gonna roll it the other side. Should be good. We're gonna leave the jack under there, extra support. I should probably done the top half first. Oh well. Okay, so the whole heater core box. So this heater core, evaporator core, heater core has the radiator fluid. So I actually have to drain the radiator. You can also move this heat shield. It's just like some pop-in tabby, guys. Just move that out of the way. Nothing special. We've got several bolts in here. So in here, you can see up under those lines, I'll circle it. There's the cable with the O2 sensor. I gotta take off that nut. And I gotta take off that nut down there. They're kind of rusty. This should be fun. This is an Illinois car, so this could just snap right off on me, but we'll find out. Yeah, I got to take those two off and get the radiator started draining. We'll go ahead and pop the cap off. No? Yes? Maybe? What the heck? One extra turn. All right. Cool. Be right back. Whoosh. All right, we're under the car. I put a hose on the drain valve. Let me see. Okay, there's a drain valve right there, guys. And a 19 socket or wrench or whatever to open up the valve. And I got to dump it in an empty, clean antifreeze bottle. I'm going to try and reuse this, but I know it's going to be way too much because we have to take out the heater core back here. Those two heat shielded hoses right there, which have those really crappy clips. Can you see? Let's see. An angle. Yeah, those little pinch clip things. I've got to get those off. I've got some pliers, but not the actual hose clamp pliers for those. So we'll see how this goes. I'll probably just end up puking radiator fluid everywhere. And then I've also got all the bolts and everything to take out still. But figure I'll try to get as much out as I can and retain it. And then I'll probably have to go buy a new bottle. But yeah, let's get started. See if I can keep this on. All right. Oops. Cool. All right. Of course, it's not a ratcheting. Yay. Oh, come on. Nels, you know how to use a wrench. I've already got the radiator cap off up top. I think y'all saw that already. Hopefully that's loose enough to just do by hand. Oh, that's tight. Jesus. Okay, this is just ridiculous. Why couldn't you just have a regular freaking drain valve, guys? Oh, look, drops. There she goes. Oh, no, don't puke on me. Jesus. What kind of stupid contraption is that? All right, we're gonna attempt to retain most of this. It looks like it just wants to leak also. So we're gonna catch what we can. Oh, that is a stupid design.
Is it leaking from the tube?
It's leaking from the drain plug. Like, how stupid is that?
Oh.
Oh, she's so angry. Ooh, look, my tire's back over there. I've got to do all my suspension on my other car. Y'all know that car. All right, she's going very slowly. This is ridiculous. What the heck? Is it the angle? Oh, now it's pouring out by me. Oh Jesus, missing the drip pan. That's kind of stupid. Try again. This is a nightmare. This is so stupid, Ford. What were you doing? Come on. All right, we'll be back. This is so dumb. Okay, got the radiator, I believe, all drained. That much came out of it very slowly. Gonna attempt to get the 2 bolts that I showed you earlier. I'm gonna try and get this one down here, hoping I can do it with my ratcheting. Of course not. Let's try with a wobble. Let's go back in there. Just due to limited movement, I'm trying to get the electric ratchet in there. If you don't have one, just it's gonna suck. Okay, 11 on there. I'm guessing that's probably enough. Let's see if I can get that off. Nope, it's still on there. I can't tell what it's doing. Is it spinning the whole thing? I think it's spinning the whole thing, guys. I'm gonna move on to the next one. Let's see if we can reach that one down there. Get in there. I think I may have backed the stud out of the actual box on the inside. Hopefully that doesn't happen this one. Nope, okay, that one came all the way off. Yeah, I think I backed the stud out of that one. If you notice, the length was about twice as long when it started. So this one came off, busted the rust. It's this big old flat washer, capsulated nut, little rubber grommet and stuff. That other one that's still left in there will probably just be sitting there. I'm actually gonna go down below and take off the heater core hoses. All right, this is the worst possible camera angle to get in there to see that, but I'm focused kind of in the center or off to the right there on one of the clips. When I pull this hose, a lot of radiator fluid. I've got my drip pan down here. I don't think I'm gonna try and catch it in the bucket to reuse it because it's gonna get all over everything under here. Got my right angle needle nose, my long boys. All right, let's hopefully I can get this done. Come on, come on. Okay. In all of Ford's wisdom, They put those little, oh yeah, those clamps that you gotta squeeze together. I think y'all saw them earlier. And they put them at a weird angle and they just kind of like rotate on you. But I got the 2 hoses off there, and then it's got a little turn down spout. So you can actually find out your evaporator core is bad because everything leaks out of there from inside, I guess. Or that's how I found it. Basically all the UV dye. I put my black light down here and everything was glowing under here basically. And it all came out of that guy. So that's the evaporator core. Like I said, I've got the 2 bolts undone. You know, that one was stuck. We're gonna go inside and see if we can't pop this guy out now and take the box apart and put a new evaporator in it. Yeah, that's what you're getting at, those 2 hoses. All right, we're back inside. I've got a bolt up under here, or a nut, I think, right there. And one here, at least these 2, maybe 3. Here on the top, 13 millimeters. All right, I saw the whole thing droop, so that's a good sign. Get further in here. Get this guy. Oh, it's gonna be hard to reach. Kind of tucked up in a little sound ending over here. Okay, there's that. Oh no, that guy's for the pedal, so we don't need to mess with him. So just the 2. Oh, expansion valve on the outside. Can't forget that. Well, I did forget that. So you can forget that, but don't forget that. Let's do that. Okay. Way up under here. Way up under here. Got that stud in the center of the high-low. See it? Right there. Looks to be probably a 13. Gotta pull that guy off, disconnect those 2 lines, and then that should let me pull the whole box out the back side. Try and get my ratchet down in there. Definitely a 13. Or not expansion valve, but evaporator. Pressure on the system. One nut. So this should just pop out. No EPA issue. Well, I guess the EPA issue's already gone. Okay, those lines are off. We can go back inside. And fingers crossed we can pull out the box because we got that one stud that's still kind of attached. Let's see what happens. Come here, phone. All right. So if you look on the back here, this is the stud that I pulled the nut off with the big washer, and then this is actually the threaded insert part. So there's actually like a capsulated nut here on the back side. I don't know if you can see that, but it's this guy right here. It's actually still chilling in the wall. So when I go to put this back in, I'm basically just gonna be threading it on expansion valve. If you can get one, get one. It's always just nice to do while you're in here. But yeah, let's get this back outside and we'll take it a little bit apart to get to the actual part we're replacing. All right, grabbed a couple tools, took it outside. Evaporator core is going to come in here and sits in this little slot right here. So my guess is I got to kind of disassemble most of the side to pull apart these two halves. It does look like this may pivot off, so I might start there, but I'm not positive. Let's go ahead. I believe there's some screws under here holding it all on. This is just kind of like a seal from the outside or inside out. Let's get that guy off. Try to keep him in one piece. There we go. Okay, a couple torques. I grabbed a ratchet. Let's see, that's not a 30. Oops. It's probably like a T20 or something. T20, okay. I'm gonna pull those off for starters. Screw holding this cover on. It'd be real nice if this thing just slid out the side. I'm not holding my breath. Another one. Alright. So 2 on the top, at least 2 on the side. Just gonna move the cover out of the way. Alright. And this guy, does he wiggle out? No, why would he do that? Alright, I started to take this cap off, realized, duh, that's the heater core, don't need to do that. So ignore that flap being missing. I think my evaporator core will come out if I pop this top off, which covers all of here, 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 and on top of the blower motor. It's got 2 tabs here, but it's not screwed in. So I'm gonna pull some screws and see if I can pop this top part off. May have to move the evaporator core a little bit, or sorry, the heater core a little bit out of the way, just to clear. There's 4 clips. I think I showed you that a minute ago. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so we'll move him out of the way. We're gonna try and get this plastic off real quick. Got 1 screw down here, several all the way around. Let's get those out. want to say that is all my screws holding on. Now I've got clips. There's one down in here in the center. And you can pop him off. That's quite tight. Let's start. I'll start somewhere else, see if I can get some tension on it. Jesus. Those are not playing around. Alright, there's one. Get some tension on that. Jesus. Two. Alright. Let's see, I got one over here. Yep. Got one over here. This guy holding on sideways. Might have to come back at him. Do I have? Oh, I think I got another screw right here. That's why she's not letting go. Come between the heater core here. Alright, so that was all the screws that we had. I did oopsie one clip, wherever that guy went. He broken now. Oh yeah, this one right here that holds on this guy. So this screw right here is actually part of the bottom housing, but it was holding enough tension on here where I couldn't get everything separated. So undid that screw and everything popped out. Should be free. Now these hoses for the heater core and everything, I probably have to disassemble a little bit more. Oh yeah, she was leaking real bad. Okay, so I gotta figure out how to pull a little bit more of this housing apart to get the heater core hoses out, and I'll pick back up in a second. Okay, I've got this one right here. It's really honestly the only one I see. I'm thinking maybe this, there may be some under here as well. We're gonna start with this guy. And it's just got some clips under here, it looks like, so hopefully it's that easy. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and take that off. These are not T20s. Actually, it looks like it's not even Torx, it's just an Allen. But let's check T25 maybe? T25. Yep, okay, so T25 fits. We'll go ahead and use our Torx to take off the expansion valve. That way those hoses can come free. Alright, T25. And I'm thinking it just wiggles loose. Oh, yep, there we go. Okay, cool. T25s, two of them. Or Allen key, whatever. Don't know what that corresponds to. That's nifty. Alright, so I've got a little clip over here. Why are you being a punk? Are there screws holding you together? Oh my god. That's unnecessary, Ford. T20, back at it. Unnecessary screws coming out. Alright. this guy. Okay, and these are the screws that we pulled out. I think I should be able to finagle this out of the way. Oh. That's kind of working. Let's see. Almost clears. Of course it's not gonna. There she goes. Okay. Hold one out. Yeah, super bad. You can see all the dye. New one here. It does appear to be the same. Looks like the OE one has a little bit more padding on it. Although I'm not entirely sure I want to reuse it because it's nasty and soaking. Oh, well, the top's not that bad. Yeah. I'm going to pull this off for grins just to kind of protect this bottom half. Or top half, whatever orientation that is. Sides are covered. Yeah, I'm just gonna lay that back on right here. Should not hurt anything. Okay. Going back in. Let's just wiggle. Oh, don't poke the radiator. Squeeze that up in there. Okay. Cool. Alright. So that's there. That's in there nice. Those line up pretty well. Alright, let's get some screws back in her. I'm not going to cinch that down because I think that one was the one that let everything go back together real easily. Let's go ahead and do this. Gotta get these hoses tweaked. Okay, oops. We'll see where the evaporator or the expansion valve sits after this. Got a screw. Sorry. Just one. Doesn't matter. Okay, screw. Alright, got our door back on. Now this guy goes down and around. Let's go ahead and move that forward. Okay, there we go. So, sitting behind the two, I don't even know what you'd call that, beveled edges. And we'll go ahead and put the expansion valve. Unfortunately, nobody had it in stock. So, on with the old. Pray for the best. Oh. O-rings went boo-boo. I've got some. Let me grab some. Day 2. Let's go. I couldn't find my little baggie of O-rings, so I went to the store real quick, grabbed some O-rings to replace the ones on the expansion valve and potentially the lines. Got those. I also grabbed some worm clamps. Don't know if I'll end up using them, but they were an absolute nightmare on the heater hose cores, or the heater hose lines to the heater core. So if I can't get them on, I'm just going to rip them off and replace them. Gotta have a monster. Let's go. Moved back outside just for a little bit more room. Got all my screws and stuff. Got my old O-rings from the back side of the expansion valve. Going to hopefully find the correct ones in here. And then I've got a little part separator, so I'll keep these all organized after this. All right. Ooh! Launching lines. Okay. Let's see what we're working with. That is a hair large. Let's see. Alright, that guy's good. I don't think this is the right one there. Okay, pretty sure those are right. And this is just from my O'Reilly right there. Just the generic O-ring package. Not even sure what size these are. Okay. Cleaned off a little bit. There we go. Alright. Those seated perfectly down in there. This should. Oh, you know what? Let's not pinch these again. This makes more sense. Okay. And got our 2 bolts. They're just Allen keys, but I think they were like 25s, 225s or something. Maybe double check that. 25. I might end up cleaning those ports out a little bit, just wash them out a little bit. And this was already on there before, so I'm just putting it back. Let's see, get this cover back on. So we got 2 like tabs we gotta get here. Make sure I'm not hitting them. Come down. Okay, cleared that. Line everything up. Looking good. Sorry, in the way. Let's see. what? I think this may be that one bolt that was kind of holding me up where I couldn't get this off. So I'm gonna actually take this out real quick. Mostly. See if that lets me get this in there. Okay, there we go. A little extra force. Okay, that's all lining up. And I grabbed my other drill, my 3/8 impact. Okay, come here. All right. Now, lost my top latch. There she goes. Okay. I think it's gonna let me close it. All right. That tab unfortunately broke. No big deal. Got lots of screws right around there. I got the tab out here. Tab inside. All right, all tabs closed. Lines up nice. Get some screws back in it. Just a handful. And definitely don't want to crank them down. It's plastic, so if you give it some ooga-doogas, it's gonna rip it right out. Oops. I lost that retaining ring. This thing's a pain in the butt to use. All right, I'll deal with him in a minute. These. Alright. A couple screws on the side. One more screw. Where did he go? I feel like there's a Blue's Clues joke for this. It's right there. crazy. Two there. Sides. Put it up here. Okay, found the last one on the side under the hoses, just to hold the bottom part together. I also grabbed, so it's a 16 millimeter, I believe, the nut on the inside here. This stud came out fine. This stud had a little bit too much rust on it, and then the nut stopped, and then it spun it out of the housing. So 16 mil on the inside, and I think it was 11 for the nut on the outside with the big washer. Got that apart, put this back in together. Now everything's basically prepped. I'm gonna clean a couple of surfaces, and put it back in the car. And that guy goes this way. Cool. All right. See you inside. 1 hour later. Ignore the O-rings that I told you before. This has the whole rebuild kit specific. I didn't realize that the actual lines from in the engine bay to the outside of the expansion valve have these crush washer type O-rings. So get this kit instead, O'Reilly's or wherever they sell these. So I'm gonna find the ones that match. There's one tiny one, one big one. Put those guys on there and get the box put back inside. Let's go. All right, one tiny guy, small line. Just slide them on there. And then I believe it's the bigger guy. I don't know if they're directional. They don't really look like it. Almost dropped it. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so definitely if you can replace those O-rings, otherwise you have to, you know, disconnect this line from the outside and pull them off. I don't even know if you can get those from the engine bay with the box in there. So, but yes, we got everything else cleaned up. Got that bolt removed, like I said, and I can get this bad boy back in here. All right. Expansion valve, so it's upside down. Alright, let's get it stabbed. So if you remember, there's studs that you took nuts off of. They have a slot here. So that's what you're trying to line up, and then stabbing the, there's a bolt back here that you had to do. A bolt back here that you had to do, and obviously the lines that pass through. So you're just lining all those things up. And that looks good. Now, gotta find the two nuts. Get those started. I'm gonna grab my ratchet. We'll keep going. Use the drill. I think that was a 14. 13? That was a 13. Push up and forward. kind of need the swivel. Camera angle. That's good. Now we got to do the 2 nuts on the outside with the giant washers. I will need the ratchet for that. I think those were 11s if I'm not mistaken. Definitely need this one. It was indeed 11s. All right. I want to get it started by hand. That way I'm just snugging it, don't have to worry about threading or anything. Way down in there. That guy's on. And way down in there. Jeez, I don't even know if I can reach that. I also had the car very high, so it kind of hinders my range. All right, that's started. Grab your swivel and ratchet, hopefully electric. Feed it down in there. That's definitely going backwards. Go. Okay. Snug it up. All right. Yep, that looks good. And this guy. Room to work with. I don't know if you can see over here. You can just barely look down through the lines and everything and see where you're going. Snug. All right. That. Get this guy back out of there. All right, box is on. Now we've got the washers for the lines in place. We've got to stab the lines back into the expansion valve and get the nut back on there. I believe that was a 13 if I'm not mistaken. Let me grab that. Okay, it's the 13. I'm gonna try and get these lines lined up. here. Where you at, hole? You know what? I'm gonna move that out of there real quick. Okay. That guy's lined up. Oops. You need to keep this above the other line so that you can still rotate it over. And any guidance would be great.
You're good, you're in there. Oh.
Okay. I think I've got that in there. Okay, won't move forward anymore. I'm assuming that's pretty good. Studs exposed. Start the nut. I'm doing this basically blind. You can't really see anything when your hand's in the way. Hopefully y'all can see a little bit. There you go, that's snugged up. Get the short extension, swivel, and no. There she goes. All right, give her a hand crank. Yeah, okay, that's nice and snug. Lines are back on. The two nuts are back on. Now I gotta go down below and I'm gonna hook up the heater core lines and the little drain vent, that little elbow that goes on the bottom piece. Not super important, necessary, but I'm gonna go ahead and try these lines because they're miserable. You're probably gonna hate your life removing and reinstalling. All right, hopefully y'all can see okay. We're gonna reinstall these. Oh, I'm getting radiator fluid everywhere. So these stupid clips like to rotate. Try to get them in a better position while they're off and maneuverable. A little difficult to do on camera, but I'm gonna just go ahead and try to rotate this real quick. Oh. Oh, I was able to get it with by my hand. Okay, cool. The aluminum heat shielding on this is like super in the way. I'm just kind of rolling it back just a hair, so I'll get a better angle on the hose and the clamp when I put the hose back on. I'm gonna go ahead and start on the high side here. There we go. Oh, I don't know if that's gonna rip off. That's good. Okay, cool. All right, cleared up over that hose. Okay. Sorry, a little difficult to finagle. Let's go. All right, stab that guy. It does go all the way flush. Now I'm going to try and use my pliers and wiggle at the same time. I know you'll probably won't be able to see that all that well.
Watch your card.
Okay. These right angles are great for these clips normally, but this one, my pliers are like an inch too long and they run into the transmission or the drive shaft or the power steering column. Or not the column, but the power steering rack. Okay, there we go. I think. Squeeze. There we go. Okay. Got it bottomed out. Now I'm just going to scoot the clamp forward a hair. To get it over the lip. Always the hard part. Okay, there we go. Okay. That one's moved back into place. Now, we got the bottom line. And wiggle it back over. Hose is in a good spot, or the hose clamp's in a good spot. That one bottomed all the way out already, so that's excellent. Now we just gotta mess with the clip. Alright, and keep them pointed as far down as you can. Alright. That is it, ladies and gents. I'll put that elbow on and then we can start reinstalling the dash. All right, hopefully I can turn this into a time lapse. I don't know what it's doing. I got you hooked to the rear headrest. Oh, I'm all up in your grill. We're gonna try and get the dash back in. We got 3 bolts on that side, 3 bolts on that side, 1 bolt in the center, and the crazy ninja bolt in the side of the driver's door. Watch me stress out, cuss a little, get this done. I got all my bolts sitting right here for the door. I got the one awkward long one and the black tiny number 7, I believe it is, that goes in the center here. And then the other 6 are the same. We're gonna throw the blanket down so we don't rest it on the studs or the harness or anything, just in case we need to set it down while we're moving it in.
Hold on, let me back up. Okay. Good.
1, 2, 3. I think the harnesses are in the way.
Oh,
sorry.
no, you're fine. It was just slipping off my leg. I'm sweating to death, so it's slipping.
Yeah.
I lift it?
No, you'll have to come over here.
Okay.
Yeah, just come over here.
Sorry, I did not have a good grip.
Go. It's fine. What's it gonna do?
Roll?
It's already done what it's gonna do. This stupid harness. Stop getting away. I think.
I'm aligned, fully aligned over here.
Yours is aligned?
Yeah.
Can you put like 2 bolts in it? Just start them.
Okay. I did really sort of. You want them tight?
No, if it's loose, that's good. Okay. Try and get my side in here now.
Should I hold it just in case?
No. It's got a bolt in it, doesn't it?
2?
2
That,
bolts.
I spun a little bit.
Yeah. Okay. Can you grab 2 more bolts?
Yeah.
I think it's my foam that's getting in the way. Okay, hopefully I'm still recording. I think the sound deadening foam is like flipping out and holding me off the firewall. I can get it close, but I'm like 1.5 inches, 2 inches away. So I'm gonna attempt to reach under there, move the foam out of the way, push it forward.
Talk to me if you want me to help.
I just need you to be here for if I can get it in place. Oh, down. Yeah, I'm 90% sure it's the phone. Get me my trim tool. Green handle. Ooh. Alright. Gonna use the trim tool. I'm gonna hold the foam back. Does not want to play nice. I might have got that. Nope, I don't think so. Okay. All right, I think I got the foam out of the way. Aha. That was it. So it was just the foam. I did have one harness in the way.
Go up.
That's good. That's good. That's fine. All right, yeah. So this harness kept getting in the way a little bit. The metal bar or the metal track kind of just kept pushing it behind it, so it was blocking the forward momentum. And then the foam or the sound deadening kept pushing me back. So got those started. I'm gonna cinch it up. What are those? 10.
Actually, you're right. That one's supposed to be bigger.
10. Yeah, that's okay. All right, 10 mil. Let's get these back on. Get them close. Okay. Where's my third? sitting maybe a hair low. Actually looks pretty lined up from before. Snug that boy. Okay. Where'd that come from? Oh. Okay. Now, I'm going to do the tiny bolt in the center. I think I said 7 before, it's actually an 8. Alright, so hopefully this just drops in to the hole. I honestly have no idea how they expect you to do this. Of course, they make it like a mile long. Getting snug. Okay. I can't really reach it. That's good enough. I'm calling that good. I can't really twist it anymore. And I don't have a tool that can get in there. So, cap goes back on. She's done. Don't need the blanket anymore. What else? Oh, side bolt. Let me go do that. I think y'all remember this crazy one. I think it's a 10. Where's my 10? There's my 10. I'm gonna see, I don't have any magnetic sockets. I'm gonna see if I can wedge this in here a little bit. Just use some plastic. That way I can use my hand to start it. I don't think I can fit an extension in there, but we're gonna try. Nope, I know that's not gonna work. All right. See if I can get it. Extension on, socket on. I think it started. It feels like it's starting. Yep, okay. Let me touch it? Of course it fell. Alright. Not bad. Cool. Fantastic. Close that up. Alright. Dash is back in. Now we gotta do wiring. I can slap the A-pillars in as well. So both of these A-pillars, when I removed them, had this extra little clip. I'll zoom in. This little guy. I don't know if y'all can see that. Hopefully. But it doesn't attach anywhere on the actual A-pillar. So I'm not entirely sure where it went. I think I'm just gonna ignore it, save them in case it rattles, and install them later, or maybe look up another video if anybody's done this. Okay, so stab the bottom first, get that down and in there, flush, okay, line her up, don't squish the airbag. Just snap in place. Oh, it sounded like one. Maybe it was both. It's in there. All right. We got the small trim piece. So that is. So in through the hole and clip at the bottom there. That looks good. Got some molding. Oh, I want to leave that off because it's got the kick panel piece. I'll do the wiring, do the kick panel piece. Might have to pull that out of the way. Let's do the brackets. We'll do the steering shaft. Remember, my wheel has not turned. It's maybe turned a little bit, 10, 15 degrees. Make sure to get that bolt back in and these two brackets. Let's do that. Oh, actually, I'm going to do the other side real quick. That one's in. Cool. That one's in. I'm gonna pause and restart, y'all. We are live. Okay, so I don't know how it happened, but one of the bolts for the e-brake is like gone. I think it actually fell down between the seat and I can't be bothered to go find it. I've actually got an identical flanged bolt. I'm gonna go ahead and use that. Same thread pitch and everything. It just doesn't have the little bitty piece on the end. No big deal. So I'll use that. I'm gonna go ahead and get the steering shaft reconnected. Keep the steering wheel straight, don't forget. And then I'll do all the cables and the brackets, the little hose, all that fun stuff. You'll see. Let's go. Can you come hold the steering wheel straight? Alright. Shaft is on. Oh, you know what? I think I'll use my wrench for that, but we're good. We're not good. I can't reach. We have a reinstalled dash and steering column. Don't forget that plug that hung me up, taking the dash off, to the gas pedal. This is the white plug dangling down to the brake position sensor. This bolt that I put back in the car goes to the hood release latch. 8, yep, cool. All right, I remember this one slides forward, so push kind of back a little bit. Get into the slots. Snug. All right. Got the huge plug. We've got these several along the side here. Get out of the way. Go ahead and plug those back in. One, brown first, black, gray. Don't forget your ground strap. I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. I left the bolt in the side. Unscrew that. This side only had the one ground strap, so the other side has 2. Alright, so let's do the big gray plug first. This is the one that actually got in my way when I was reinstalling the dash. It's going to go towards the top. It's just a standard push, nothing fancy. And then the black one with the lever on it, do that second. Little guy. This is the on the kick panel for the trunk release, I believe that was. So we'll do that in a minute. I'm going to go ahead and put one bracket in and I'll move to the other side. 1, 2, 3, sideways. Grab my airbag. Tension. Alright, that guy's on there. Come around to the other side. And if you remember, one of the harnesses goes there. And I believe there's another one on the clips on the side for the shifter. We'll do the shifter next in just a second. The little push clip, he's been chilling here the whole time. Let's do the big plug in here before I forget. Push that guy out. Don't forget the blower motor way up under here. And right there. Coolio. The 3 plugs, gray in the back, black in the middle. Okay, now we've got the ground strap here. Let me go ahead and do that. Take the bolt out. And remember, there are 2 ground straps for this one. So the black and white wire, I believe, has to face a particular way to get them to sit. So one hangs over the edge on the bottom and one goes into the hole kind of at the, was it 5 o'clock position if you're looking at it from straight. So just try to get them angled correctly. And then start that bolt. You may have to finagle them when you get closer to tight. Oh, come on. Sheesh, that was not want to go in there. Alright, that's snugged up. Okay, got the push clip for the yellow guy, easy. And he's got, there's 2 holes on the side right by the wire here. All up in the way, isn't it? One's a peg and one's the little ribbed guy for retaining, little push clip. This is a little barrel connector. Just shove that guy back in there. Keep them flush. Okay. All the plugs here are done. Plug under there. Big plug into here. Alright. Now, I think we can do the center shifter assembly. Yeah, okay. Just double checking my work. Alright. Hopefully you're still watching, or can see at least. Alright, we're gonna go in here. Make sure I didn't forget anything. Clips on here. Front. Bracket. Side. Okay. Shifter rod. Make sure that goes through the center. And remember, it's just 2 push clips. Just align that guy in the center and rotate that on. Make sure it clips in. There we go. Posts. Harnesses run underneath, remember. Here. Alright, let's get these nuts on. That is extension. 10, I believe it is. Is it 10? Yep, 10. Okay. Not snugging these down all the way yet. Way up the front. I'm probably going to use the right angle. Getting that one started first. lined up. Get these stuffed up. That seems aggressive. Alright, that is on there. Now we've, oh, I hope I didn't make a boo-boo. I guess that's why you gotta do things in order. Alright, clip right there goes into the back here, little plug. This one, I'll get back to you on that clip. I don't remember where he goes. Okay. Alright. Plug that guy into that little harness area. Good. Oh yeah, I totally might have screwed myself on that one. I think I can still reach and get these started. It is the T30 Torx, yeah. So don't do what I did. Put the airbag module in first. Makes it a little bit easier on yourself. And let's snug these guys up. Oh, come on. That doesn't feel right. Tight. All right, it's in. Push, flip. That's in. This goes to the e-brake. I might have to let the car down and roll forward just a hair, just to take up the slack on that. Let's go ahead and get this little vent guy in, the little Y. I assume it goes that way. Line up you. There we go. Still can't remember where that went. Oh, it actually goes. This is the plug with the pin and the little push clip thing. Part of that harness that ran through the center. It goes on the right side of the shifter assembly next to the shifter cable. Okay, shifter cable in, nice and tight. Push down, plugs. Check, 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 check. All that's good. I'm gonna go ahead and put in these little side trims, and then I can do the door sills. And then I think seats. Okay. This goes down. This has the two screw-in style. Since they're plastic and everything, you can just kind of shove them in there. Don't forget to plug in your trunk release. And get everything lined up in here. Come up under there. Get it lined up. Come on. Hopefully y'all can still see okay. I took it out of the media mod. I don't know if the audio is going to be as good. It died like seconds before. I finished the trim, finished the little side panel, finished the kick panel, whatever that the door one is. This side's basically buttoned up. We did the harnesses, all that. I believe you recall. I'm going to do the other kick panel and scuff and trim, and we'll get the e-brake in, center console in, and seats in. And beyond that, I think y'all will be okay. If you've made it this far, you probably already know how, or will go to a mechanic to get your AC serviced, because this is insane. I would say probably about 45 F-bombs so far. Scale of 1 to 10, 22. Not really, but not fun. Okay, let's get back to work. Oh, trim. I mentioned on the other side, this just has the tall push clips. They typically screw out, but you can just push them back in. So get it all aligned. It does come up under here. Oops. Get that in first. Let's move that guy out of the way. Get it high enough. There's a clip right here that lines up with the slot. Gotta get it high enough. There we go. And then get this. This part has a little tab that goes into the door sill area right here. And got the 2 long push clips. There we go. And here I'm thread on. Alright, that's all good. Making sure this guy snaps back on. And molding on. Door seal, make sure that your clips are there. If they're in the door, you can probably still just smush them back in, but if you want to take them out, you can. I don't think it hurts either way. Make sure that your carpet is playing nice and still up under the trim in case it fell out a little bit. Okay, get that back situated, and I believe it goes this way. Forward, focus out. All right, that's back together. Let's do e-brake. Actually, can I release? And get forward. Nope. I'm about an 1/8 inch off, so I'm going to go ahead, go outside of the car, jack it up a little bit, and set it back on the ground so I can roll it forward just a hair. Be with you in just a second. All right, we're on the ground. And that's just enough. Cool, okay. That's what I figured. Where'd my bolts go? Oh, bolts. There you are. Okay. I don't want to run them down with the gun in case they're not perfectly lined up. I'd rather make sure they get started by hand. That guy doesn't want to. That started. Easy. Oh, can't reach that one. Tight. Couple ugga-duggas. Alright. Now we gotta get the center console back on. Then we got the 2 bolts up here. These are all the little tiny 8mm ones, I believe. So we got 2 bolts up here, 2 bolts in the side, and 2 bolts in the back. And then these 2 had the little plastic covers on them, and then the silver piece goes over in the armrest. Okay, but you remember this guy has to be way up in order to get that whole thing on with the boot and clearing and everything. So give her a yank. Okay. Around. Oh, almost forgot. Well, did forget and then saw it. The e-brake selector, or the e-brake signal wire. Don't forget to plug that guy in. Okay. Wasn't too late. Yay. There. Let's get it lined up. All right, that's lined up. This plug is the one that went on the right side of the shifter column assembly, the harness. Don't forget to plug that guy in. And let's see if I can reach those bolts. And then we got the couple push clips in the side here. Bolts, bolts, and center console's in. Push clips, those guys. Let's get it in there, get it lined up. That's one of the small bolts. Push clip. There we go. That is secure. This is the really tiny one. I think that might be the 7. This is the 8. Let me double check. Yep, that's a 7. Okay, 1 second. Camera's on. And this is we get the clip covers. On bolt. Back side doesn't have clip covers because it has the seat in the way. To the other side. Grab my bolts. 1, 2, 3, 2 for the inside there, and I need some push clips. Okay. Push clip. There's only one on this side. Good. Okay. Side. Oops. Side bolt. Yep. Cover. Side bolt. And let's try not to drop these. Immediately drops it twice. This is gonna be fun. Probably gonna need my magnet. Oh yeah. And I don't have the dexterity for this one. Let's try that again. Oh, my lovely assistant with the magnet. Fish that out, hopefully. What is it, not metal? Okay, good. It is metal. Where'd that go? I can't see nothing. Grab a flashlight. Oh wait. It's got a flashlight. Oh Jesus. Where's this guy at? Okay, that's a little crazy. Oh! Magnets. Go figure. I'm gonna try it by hand. Don't breathe. That guy's in there. Try my hand again. Get that started. snug. Pop this guy up. Can I have the key? At this point, I don't know if it works with the battery off. We'll find out. It does not work with the battery disconnected. I'm gonna go ahead and reconnect the battery real quick. Just a 10mm, that side post. All right, try that again. Foot on brake. That was scary sounding. All right, let's wiggle this guy in. And we've got the one plug. This is for the LED and the cup holder. No, you're good. You can reach this. Plug it in real quick. Down into place, hopefully. Please. What am I missing? Oh. All in. My shifter boot came out. Let's drop this guy. Nope. Whew, that's on. I'm Donkey Kong. Oh, there we go. I don't know my own strength. Okay. We're gonna do one last second cleanup. Everything basically is back together. Seats are easy. You got one stud with a nut on the inside here, 3 bolts all the way around. Use your sliders. The harness is these big guys, don't forget. It's just got that flip over tab, pretty easy. Make sure it locks down into place. And you're basically done. Plug in your, make sure everything's off. Put her in park, keys off. Plug in that 10 amp fuse and just check the diag on the dash. Make sure that the airbag light goes off when you key it on and leave it there for a minute. I think we're done. I don't think you need to see the rest. Thanks for watching. Daily Driver Dreamer. This is Nels. Have a good night, day, evening, whatever, morning. I just don't even know how you do this.
If people heard you, why is he so neat to his fiance?
Can you turn off the lights on my workbench?
Mm-hmm.
2 pull handles on the right side. I was like, did she really just pull the same one twice?
Yes, I did. And then I was like, that's not what he means.
Nope.